Good evening and welcome to Bayreuth in Germany, to the Oberfrankenhall. It's regular season Group C action, game day 13. Much anticipated matchup between medi Bayreuth of Germany and the visitors Umana Reyer Venezia of Serie A in Italy. What a game we have in store, and this place will be rocking, and there are visitors from Venezia. They know the importance of this game, and they brought some travelling fans to improve the atmosphere even more. Not that it needs much of that here in Bayreuth. Here's the game so far, all played last night. Olympia AEK. AEK won that. Estudiantes beat Bambit, fantastic result for them. And Strasbourg dealt with Rosa Redom, who are at the bottom of the table. So we are left with medi Bayreuth versus Umana Reyer Venezia, and at tip-off, Bayreuth are in 6th and Venezia in 5th. And there is the drum section. I'm looking forward to hearing them once again, and they are already in full flow. They know the importance of this game. This group is so close, it's all going to come down to points difference and head-to-head. And here is Group C. Bambit at the top, followed by Estudiantes and Strasbourg on 8 and 5, AEK on 7 and 6. Now, Venezia and Bayreuth tied at 7 and 5, but Venezia have got the higher position because they won their first meeting on game day 6 by 3 points, 70-67. So, if medi Bayreuth win tonight, they have the head-to-head on Strasbourg and Estudiantes. If Venezia win, they have the head-to-head over Strasbourg, but -1 against Estudiantes. Here is Venezia. Venezia, look out for Marcus Haynes and Peric. Bramos had a great game last time these two teams met. They are the reigning Italian champions, the first time that they had achieved that feat since the war years, when they won it back-to-back in 1941-42 and 42-43. And now we look at medi Bayreuth. Gabriel is their huge star, but last week in the massive win against Estudiantes, he played a lot of minutes, but his stats were low for him. Asem Marai had a huge game. Their top scorer was Steve Wachowski, who was huge in that matchup, along with Damon Brooks, and James Robinson had a huge game as well. Nate Linhart was the most efficient player with 8 assists, 8 points, 6 rebounds. So we're just moments away from what will be an explosive matchup between two top teams who are vying for a top 4 spot. Only the top 4 teams from all 4 groups will progress to the round of 16 in the Basketball Champions League, where they will play home and away to try and make the quarter-finals. The teams that finish 5th and 6th in the groups will drop to the FIBA Europe Cup, which is an outstanding European tournament as well. And the teams that finish 7th and 8th, which in this group at the moment is definitely Rosa Redom, will have no further European competition this season. There's Paul Biliga going through top performer. This place is absolutely deafening. This is medi Bayreuth's last home game of the Champions League campaign, as James Robinson comes out to be greeted by the crowd. John Cox, quiet game last week. but he is an athletic acquisition for medi Bayreuth. That's the Andorra, popular German player. Andreas Seeforth. He is currently the most efficient player in the Basketball Champions League from two-point range at just under 70%. And there is Walczewski. Huge game last week, 16 points, way above his season average of 7.5. Damon Brooks, huge game last week against the Estudiantes on the road, 14 points and 4 rebounds. And there's Gabe York, as I said, only 5 points but 9 rebounds in 30 minutes last week, and he has been the medi Bayreuth go-to player for the bulk of this season, averaging 16.8 points per game. The top point scorer for the season for Venezia is Mitchell Watt, 12.2 points per game and 7 rebounds. And they're also coming onto court for medi Bayreuth was Assam Marai, who's the huge Egyptian. Big game last week with 11.7 rebounds, and he's averaging 10.8 points a game and 6.1 rebounds. Here's our third team on the floor: Mr. Bolto, Mr. Cardam and Mr. Zapolski from Spain, Croatia and Poland. As we say each week, always 3 teams on the floor, along with the fantastic table officials. Such an important role, even more so this time of year, where every play, every minute is so crucial for these teams, especially these two that are vying for top 4 berths to go forward in the Basketball Champions League into the round of 16. Here is the Venezia starting 5: Haynes, Jenkins, Ramos, Peric and Mitchell Watt. All class players in a class team, coached by Walter De Raphael. Spent his time coaching in Italy and has achieved the Italian league for this great club. The first time since the war years that Venezia had won the Italian league, so congratulations to them, and of course to Walter De Raphael, the 49-year-old Italian. Very proud man, and looking now to go forward and go further than Venezia did last year. They reached the Final 4 in the Champions League last season. Here is the starting lineups for Bayreuth: Robinson, York, Linhart, Damon Brooks and Seeforth. Very powerful 5, and Gabe York will be looking to get off early at home to drive home the home court advantage. Last home game for medi Bayreuth this season, the Basketball Champions League. And Raul Corner in Coach's Corner. So interesting listening to Raul Corner, 43-year-old Austrian. Very direct, very clear on his instruction to his team, and he makes such a huge difference when they come out of their timeouts. He's had previous success in the Dutch league with Eiffel Towers Den Bosch when they won the league and cup in season 12-13, and he was Dutch Coach of the Year that year, quite naturally. And here we go, moments away from tip-off. The last game of Group C in game day 13, all the other 3 games last night. So all the eyes of interested persons in Group C are right here at the Open Franklin Hall in Bayreuth. Bayreuth, famous for its annual symphony of the Robert Wagner Festival, and tonight it's a symphony of sound and energy and intensity, and we are here for the Basketball Champions League. I encourage you to download the app, Basketball Champions League app, as the players greet each other. As Bramos, who had an excellent game last time these two teams met. and the noise ramps up even further if it possibly can, and we are about to get this underway. It's Watts versus Seaforth, and Venezia get the first possession. Hold on to your hats, folks. This is going to be a rocky road, and one that we are going to enjoy together. Inside to Perez, guarded by Damon Brooks. Perez turns, side of the backboard. Good defense from Damon Brooks, just staying in front. And Bayreuth, York went left-handed, tried the wrap-around pass, didn't quite come off. This is sizzling intensity from Bayreuth in Germany. Neither can score in the early stages. Venezia are fourth in Serie A in Italy, and Bayreuth are third, right at the very top of the BBL and the Serie A. And both teams won in their domestic leagues at the weekend by 3 points for Bayreuth and 4 points for Venezia. So who's going to strike first? Still can't get it to go. Michael Jenkins missing there, left-handed. And it's still 0-0 as we tick down to the first minute played. Seaforth, Linhart. And the first whistle. And the first foul of the game. Nice movement without the ball for Seaforth. Check this out, he just ducked to the basket, and by the time Perez come over, it was too late. Andrea Seaforth, 68.4% from the free throw line for the season. And the game's tied. But not for long. Big time shot from Marcus Haynes. 5-2 Venezia lead in this cauldron of sound at the Open Frankenhall. York, quick pass. Linhart can make it from there, and he does! Ties the game at 5. Nate Linhart, left-handed. Good defense, good help there from Damon Brooks. And York, look out everybody, this game is heating up early. Coach Corner loving that. Marcus Haynes, good steal by Robinson, carrying on his good play from last week. Spacing not great there as Robinson handed off, and a pull-up J by Michael Jenkins. 8-7. Robinson, but Seaforth knocks down the rebound and helps his teammate up. That's what a good teammate does. Seaforth stepping out so high. Great activity and energy from both teams early. But look at this, some of this long-range shooting. Firstly from Venezia, then from Bayreuth, and then from Bayreuth yet again. And then just that pull-up J off the shimmy and shake from Jenkins. Both teams are dialed in early. Di Nicolau in for Venezia. These two teams representing two beautiful cities in Bayreuth and Venezia. Venice. Perez. Oh, great pass underneath for Bramos. Great movement without the ball for Michael Bramos. Rebound, Brooks fakes, Perez stays in front. Twisting, turning, outside to Robinson, just short, but the rebound comes all the way back to him. Gabe York pulls up, little floater, misses, and Mitchell Watt with the rebound. Jenkins through the legs, crossover, Perez from deep, is good for three! Horoje Peric. All alone, Robinson, yes! James Robinson is dialed in yet again, just what Bayreuth require. Peric going strong, is hammered and ends up on the floor. Seaforth from Peric really going for it inside. Nothing given. And that's a definite foul. No way Peric, in Seaforth's mind, was Peric going to score that. First foul for Seaforth. So the game tied at 13. Steal by Bramos. Jenkins. Mitchell Watt. Deep shot is in and out for Marcus Haynes. Game being played at an electric pace. Gabe York uses Seaforth's screen. Good defense though by Watt off that pick and roll. Seaforth inside, left hand catch, turn, finish at pace from Andreas Seaforth. Watt with the jab step and the finish. Great players deliver on cue, and there is a lot of greatness on this court in front of us tonight. York. Ramos wanting a travel, not given. Nate Linhart goes left. Is fouled. Yeah, Linhart doing a good job. He's 72.2% for the season. Bit of press break action there, but Venezia just overthrowing the pass. No way Peric was going to get to that. Gabe York, nice screen from Seaforth, getting York wide open. 4-point lead for medi Bayreuth. York already up to 5 points. Peric for three is good. Jorge Peric can do it all inside and outside for Umana Reyer Venezia. York wide open. Quick release from Gabe York. Not quite able to make it this time. Marcus Haynes, double team. Good activity. Seaforth back in to help. Great defense from Andreas Seaforth as he dropped back to help and he's up the other end for the layup. Andreas Seaforth playing like a man possessed. And he is asking for a sub, and I can see exactly why. He is pushing himself to the limit early to give Bayreuth this 3-point lead. Jenkins, long, and out of bounds. Just watch this. Great pass for Robinson. Marcus Haynes and Ramos just not reacting. One player who did though, Andreas Seaforth, who had immediately signalled to Coach Corner, just give me a blow, and he's been allowed that. Great effort from the German. And it's a great start. Gabe York yet again up to 8 points. He only got 5 the whole game last week with his 9 rebounds. He is come to play. Peric guarded closer this time by Damon Brooks. Mitchell Watt. Assem Marai in close attendance. Good closeout and good rebound by Marai. Doref deep for 3! He's good! And medi Bayreuth are on fire early at the Open Frankenhall. Timeout Venezia.
Or if you fall, take care of the pass because they jump. So use a passing fake, go and swing. In defense, guys, we are so soft. On York, what is Mitch? Mitch, on York, we need to flip.
Stay both hard, look for game for shot. All right, let's go, come on. Defense, 1, 2, 3, defense. Come on.
Intriguing timeouts. Didn't hear much of what Coach Corner said, but Coach De Raphael saying, what are we doing on Gabe York? You can't leave him open. But the key for medi Bayreuth is that Seaforth's playing great. Robinson's hit a 3, Doref's hit a 3, and York is just complimenting the rest of his players. He's smart enough to know if others are open and on, give them the ball too. They don't want it all to be about Gabe York because that will make it easier for Venezia to defend. Spread the ball around, trust each other. Good things will happen. So Bayreuth have extended the lead early to 9 points. Oh, nice move there by Dominic Johnson, who's just checked into the game. So underhand layup. Johnson, who's a 78.3% free throw shooter for the season in the Basketball Champions League. That was Brooks' first foul. And Venezia now have just got to drag their way back into the game. Point by point, second by second. Well, they've got to start getting some stops. For Bayreuth, they just got to keep moving the ball. They've got Marai in the game, who's equally as efficient as Seaforth. They are blessed at that position. Doref, Marai, the Egyptian. Linhart playing well yet again. York inside to Damon Brooks. Brooks backing his player in. Underneath. Beautiful move by Damon Brooks. Great footwork as he spun and just stepped through. Watch this. Into Bramos. Underneath. There's the foul. No help. Because he spun baseline. Really tough for Venezia to help there. Peric back in. He has got a huge role to play for Umana Reyer Venezia to stay in touch here in this crucial Champions League game in Group C. So, but medi Bayreuth had their first double-digit lead, and in comes the hero from last week, top scorer Steve Wachowski. They were all heroes last week in Estudiantes with a huge win. And all alone is Dominic Johnson. Big shot for Venezia. Johnson up to 5 points quickly. Dorrit. Marai, York with the handoff, inside to Marai, turns, finishes left-handed. They're really moving the ball nicely, inside, outside, side to side, but they're making quick decisions, so no help can come. Ramos, Peric, and Wachowski and Nate Linhart in close attendance there. Marai catching it in momentum and just turned away from Ramos. No help. And a very focused young lady there in the medi Bayreuth crowd. Peric to Johnson. Still Johnson, dribble back. And there's a mistake there. Biliha wasn't ready for the catch. Just the spacing wasn't right, but Venezia didn't pay the price with that turnover, and they get another chance. Approaching 1 minute remaining in the first. What a ball game here in Group C. Peric underneath, and one! Andre Peric got it deep. Wachowski, first foul. To Raphael, just checking that Baliga is fully focused for his team. And Robin Amazi in for Bayreuth. The game being played at such a high tempo. The whole squad, big rotations are going to be needed, especially in the first half. And Peric calmly knocks down the free throws. We're back to a 6-point lead for medi Bayreuth. Marai, Linhart off the Marai screen. He goes all the way! Great job by Marai first on the screen, and Linhart just kept going. No help came. 7 points, Nate Linhart, carrying on his good work from last week. 3-pointer. Great save. And Amazi hustling. And the ball stays with Venezia. Great effort from both teams. No loose ball will be given up. Every possession is crucial. Just one more game day remaining next week. So much riding on this game. Peric, and a travel called. Off the pass from Andre de Nicolau. Peric just moved his pivot foot before he bounced the ball on the floor. In simple terms, Dorrit. Bayreuth looking to take the last shot of the first quarter. Linhart, Wachowski, still Wachowski, pivots, Linhart, shoots for three, just short. And time expires at the end of the first quarter. What a game of basketball. It's 34 Bayreuth, 26 Venezia. And here's the game stats. Bayreuth shooting 64% from two, 56 from three, and Venezia 50% from two, 57% from three, and Venezia 80% from the line, and Bayreuth 100% from the free throw line. A great quarter of basketball by Venezia, an even greater one from medi Bayreuth. Here's some highlights. And there's been plenty from behind the arc and going to the basket too. And that was Linhart from the corner, following the Marcus Haynes. Gabby York, he just so active, just catch in rhythm, such bouncy feet. Jenkins shaking and baking, knocking down the mid-range jumper. It's nice to see there is still room for the mid-range jump shot, the post play, as well of course the crucial three-point shot. It's all on show tonight as Mitchell Watt with that smooth left-handed action. Gabby York going inside the three to knock down the two, and Perrich stepping out. So it's all set up for a great second quarter, and Dorif joining the party there. Don't forget to download the Basketball Champions League app. Some great news and rumours and highlights. And there's Rodolje Perrich, 10 points. He's 2 of 2 from the three-point range. And we're underway in the second quarter. And the noise ramps up. The cheers, the claps, the drums. Across court, Wachowski for three. Just long. But Dominic Johnson, a judge to have stepped on the line. Inbounded by Linhart. Wachowski hands off to Robin Amazi. And Marai spins. Jump hook is long, and Perrich, quick rebound, quick outlet. De Nicolau. Shots up from Johnson. He gets the rebound nearly, but it falls to Wachowski. Dorif. High screen from Marai. Cross to Amazi for three. Robin Amazi coming off the bench, and that's a nice input from the young German. Had his first taste of national team action this year. Perrich. So Bayreuth lead by 11. Johnson. Tonat, first shot. Stefano Tonat. His shot's long. Dorif pulls up, open jump shot. It's good for two. They're just not dealing with these screens up high, and Dorif goes for 5 points. His average is 2.8, so already he's having a fantastic game for his ball club. Excuse me, that wasn't. Just have to check if there was a 2-pointer. Offensive foul there on the screen. Asen Marai. Well, they counted the 2, and it's a foul, defensive foul away from the ball. So it is a 13-point lead to medi Bayreuth. Johnson. Haynes, Johnson, inside. And that's an offensive foul on Mitchell Watt. He got in behind his defender Marai, but just eased him in the back, pushed him in the back, and Marai went to the floor. That was a good job by Hassan Marai. Some full court pressure from Venezia, Marcus Haynes. And that shot is deep from Gabe York. Anywhere inside the opponent's half is fair game for Gabe York. Michael Jenkins back in the game. Perich inside. Mitchell Watt gets in front again of his defender. And Bastien Doric puts his hand up. He wants to foul on him. He doesn't want Marai to get his second foul. Let's see what happened. Perich came over, and that was Perich with a nice bounce pass. Depends when the foul was, and that, I think that's on Marai, and that is his second foul. So he will need to exit the game, and Seaforth, who has had a good stint on the bench, will come back in, I guess. Nice job by Mitchell Watt. He's 60%. Nearly 61% from the line. That's a nice stroke from him. He's up to 5 points. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Doric. Hassan Marai staying in the game. He's got to be really smart. Marai closely guarded by Watt. Being aggressive. That'll be Mitchell Watt's second foul. Nice job by Marai. Taking the play to the defence, but not being over-aggressive where he could have picked up a charge. He's up on high again on a screen. Gabe York closely defended this time. He pulls back and he ends up on the deck, but Marai with great hustle. He's not holding back. He's playing smart, but he's playing aggressive too. Coach Corner just speaking quietly to the ref. Marai just couldn't get 2 hands. Then it was off Perich and then back off Marai. So great call by the officials. Perich for 3, just short. And rebound. It falls in the hands of Amazi. Marai fumbles, gets it back, goes to work. Old-fashioned hook, but Perich tips it off the rim. No basket's end. Toner strong to the basket. Jumps over and around Gabe York. Nice job by the number 7, Stefano Toner. Marai. Gabe York. York. Oh, spin move, but fumbles and turns it over. He almost spun himself too quick as we look at that looked to be inside the cylinder. But in FIBA basketball, European basketball, you can knock it away. So, 10-point lead for medi Bayreuth. Approaching 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Haynes being so closely guarded. Toner picks up the errant pass. Stefano Toner trying the same move, same result. Really strong move by the young Italian. Gabe York. York, Amazi for 3. That was such a tough shot. Ball's loose. And Toner doing a great job for his team off the bench. And it results in a Robin Amazi foul. As Michael Bramas was dribbling in the front court. So it's timeout here at the Oben Frankel Hall. And it's a medi Bayreuth timeout.
Defense win 50. Stay with trap on sideline pick and roll. But before you hear anything, you keep the straight line. Stop the ball. Right? Don't let them take that class. If they drive, you have to help for baseline. Build the wall. Let them run over you. You gotta get some stops to get out running.
Shoot off to the clear out. If you can shoot on me or idiot, you pass the ball here. Clear out for his one-on-one. Okay, once we take some.
Yeah, two good timeouts from two excellent coaches. Coach Raphael and Coach Corner saying you've got to help on defense. Talking about Tonut's unimpeded drive, and I'm watching it right now to the basket. That time he was blew past Damon Brooks. The previous time he jumps over and around York. Cirella in, Bruno Cirella is in for Venezia. So here we go. Marcus Haynes, and that's a foul round his neck by Robin Amazing. That's Amazing's second foul. And Bayreuth are in team fouls. Venezia are still a couple away from that. So Haynes to the free throw line. And he gets the shooter's roll. He is a 72.2% free throw shooter on the season. And he's 1 of 1 so far tonight. Make that 2 of 2. They weren't clean, but Venezia will take them any way they can in order to get back in this game. Robinson. Amazing. Seaforth back in the game now. York closely guarded by Tonert. And he gets the call, and he will go to the line for 2 shots. Venezia just 1 foul away from being in team fouls in this second quarter. And that is Watt's 3rd foul, and that is huge. Watt will have to leave the game. And the energetic Paul Valiha will come in and have to play some crucial minutes. Gabe York misses the first. Gabe York, 81.8% free throw shooter, so by percentages he should make this one. And he does off the front of the rim. 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Ramos, Tonut, handing off to Marcus Haynes. Nice pass, spin, jump hook, too long by Billiger. And Seaforth to Gabe York, going strong. And somehow, whilst he's side on and off balance, gets it to fall. York up to 11 points, already more than double his points output from last week against the Estudiantes, but remember he got 9 rebounds. The great players, if they're not doing well in one column, they will do well in another. And there's another good player and another great play from Marcus Haynes. Taking it strong, left-hand dribble, goes around Damon Brooks, who kept his hands up straight, but he did take off. As we look at this play from sort of bumped into the defense and just threw it up. And his touch is so good. Because the more you practice, the luckier you get. As the great golfer Gary Player once said. So Haynes to the line for the 1 point bonus. He knocks it down. And a little bit of pressure up the floor from Haynes. Nothing too drastic. Just making Robinson think about it. Good high screen from Seafield. He gets it back. Hand off to Linhart. Left hand to right. Linhart. And a bit of miscommunication. Here comes Sorella. Nice job by Bruno Sorella. Already up to his season average, pretty much of 2.4. So some great stories developing. And there's another one, James Robinson. Looking so composed. Up to 5 points. Oh my goodness, Marquis Haynes. Strong drive, took off and slammed it home for a big response for Umana Reyer Venezia. Look at this, crossover through the legs. Linhart's help too late. And he is on a poster or on some Basketball Champions League highlight reel. Marquis Haynes, outstanding first half with 10 points and going for the line for one more. But he misses. But Sorella, great minutes. Pull up Jay, Tonant knocks it down for three. What a ball game. What a tournament the Basketball Champions League is. Timeout, medi Bayreuth. You cannot gasp. You cannot take a breath. You cannot look away from this one. Let's listen to the coaches.
Come on now. On the offensive end, as long as we move the ball and spread out, we're fine. We can run whatever. This offense, we're going to go Hoyts. Curl. Hoyts, curl. Move the ball. Space the floor. Right on it to see your man stop.
Now we got small lineup, except Bruno and Michael with the other is Red Bull in. Okay? In offense, next goal, we go this side for Michael in the four. Capito, Bruno? You play the four. In defense, cross.
It's just great timeouts, and we looked at some stats as Sorella comes in. We spoke about the bench players, and they're coming up big. That's one of the starters for Bayreuth, Robinson, but good, and that is a big-time dunk. Just a nice through-the-legs crossover. Robinson took that, and no help came. But good bench production, and similar bench production, similar assist output from both teams because they share the ball so well, but they've also got great individual players with Gabe York for Bayreuth and Marquis Haynes, we've just seen going strong to the hoop on a couple of occasions and getting fouled and scoring. There's Robinson. You can't leave him alone tonight. He's on fire from mid-range. And he's already knocked down a three for medi Bayreuth. He's up to 7. Field goal percentage of 75%. Excellent work for young James Robinson. And inside to big Veliga, Paul Veliga. And it's a 1 point game. They're on the same win-loss and they still can't be separated except for 1 point lead to Bayreuth. Robinson handling the ball inside, Seafield. And it's a travel, yeah, it looked like a travel. Great call again by the official. Seafield closely guarded. Marquis Haynes is on 10 points, as well as Peric for Venezia. And Tonant with 7. And there again is a Venezia 3, and there again is Sorella. Great job. 5 points off the bench from Bruno Sorella. Robinson inside, spin, and Seafield just knocks Baliga down. Under 2 minutes remaining. It's tied at 48. Seaforth up for 10 points. He's 100% from 2-point range. He is the leading percentage for 2 points scored in the Basketball Champions League. Great defensive play. A near steal by Nate Linhart, but he knocked it off his foot. Woo! We take a pause. It's timeout at the Open Franco Hall. This time, it's a Venezia timeout. Just caught the back end of Coach Corner's timeout. What I like about Coach Corner's timeouts, I mean, both coaches excellent with their information and, of course, multilingual. Is Coach Corner was mad at the last timeout. He went crazy about the three-pointer that they allowed. Then he took a deep breath and then just went straight into how well they're doing, how they can hurt Venezia if they spread the floor, share the ball. So from being mad, he showed the team, yeah, I'm mad at you, but I also trust you. Now Bramos, deep three. Off the top of the backboard and away. Ticking down to a minute remaining. Bayreuth in team fouls. Venezia 1 foul away from sending Bayreuth to the free throw line. There's the three-pointers. 50% for Venezia now. 6 of 12. Great job by them. Bayreuth have cooled off a little bit from their blistering start. Looking inside, Seaforth. Good defense. Stepping in front, Sorella. He's doing it all. Marcus Haynes. Sorella. Toner. Sorella inside. And Baliga spun baseline. And Damon Brooks committed the foul. Nice spin. Baliga knew if he went baseline it was going to be tough, a tough cover. And now they're into their team fouls. And it's Baliga's third. Excuse me, Damon Brooks' third. Nice job by Baliga. He's on 3 points, but he's knocked down a crucial free throw. And Venezia have their first lead since very early in the game. 30 seconds remaining. Nate Linhart goes left-handed. Good defensive pressure, but a great offensive rebound by Seaforth. Three-pointer, Robinson is good. No hesitation off the offensive rebound. They are goals. Offensive rebounds, and James Robinson was the recipient of that. Time running down at the end of the first half. Haynes is going to see what he can do. He's going to pass to Sorella, who's long on the three-pointer at the buzzer. And time expires, and it's half-time here at the Open Franken Hall, the home of medi Bayreuth. Pulsating, fantastically competitive first half of Basketball Champions League action. Hope you're enjoying it all. But as the teams leave the floor, it's medi Bayreuth 51, Umana Reyer Venezia 49. high scoring, high activity first half. The teams just cannot be separated in Group C on the same win-loss, and they can't be separated tonight, except for the 2 points that Bayreuth are leading by at the moment. So the game stats going through. Turnovers similar. Only 6 and 5, that's not bad. And here the game leaders, York with 11, Seaforth with 4 rebounds, Robinson with 5 assists for Bayreuth. Chirella with a couple of steals, doing a super job off the bench for the visitors. And here's the leading scorers, York with 11, Robinson 10 and Seaforth with 10 for Bayreuth. Haynes and Peritz with 10, and Toner off the bench for Venezia. Well, I hope you're enjoying the Basketball Champions League. If it's your first time you've watched Basketball Champions League live on livebasketball.tv, apologies for not mentioning that earlier. It's the only place you can see Basketball Champions League action live as it happens. Please do sign in, sign up, and enjoy all the Basketball Champions League action and all the international tournaments. The FIBA Basketball World Qualifiers, the road to China, coming up at the end of this month. But we'll leave you with the highlights of the first half. Don't go anywhere. Second half action. medi Bayreuth versus Venezia coming up very soon. Welcome back to the Open Frankenhall. Hope you enjoyed your break, and we've all had a chance to grab a drink and get our breath back after a breathless first half of Basketball Champions League action. Both teams knowing how important it is to get a win tonight. There's 6 teams vying for 4 spots to go forward in Group C. It's such a close group, the most hotly contested group of all the groups in this season's Basketball Champions League. And next week, medi Bayreuth travel to AEK, who they beat by 7 first time round, and Venezia travel to Estudiantes. Venezia at home against the Estudiantes next week for their final group games. So this is just huge to try and get a win tonight and set themselves up to be in the best possible position to get one of those top 4 spots. But it's just going to be a sprint to the line now. Coach Corner, Coach De Raphael know that. All the games next week in each of the groups will be played at exactly the same time. The Group C games are next Tuesday. All at, as I say, all at the same time. So all the teams will just have to go out, all the teams that are involved in trying to get into that top 4 spots will just have to go full out and play the games of their lives. And as I said earlier, if you don't make the top 4, if you miss out, and missing out in Group C will probably mean on points difference or on head-to-head, you will drop, and you finish 5th and 6th, you will drop into the FIBA Europe Cup. So, what has this second half going to have in store for us at the Open Frankenhall? There's Gabriel and Michael Jenkins, but Gabriel and Marquez Haynes have been fantastic. But there's been some superb performances from both teams, from starters and off the bench. And we are off and running here at the Open Frankenhall Basketball Champions League. Don't forget, download the app and sign up to livebasketball.tv. It's the only place you can watch Basketball Champions League and all the FIBA international tournaments, senior and junior. Mitchell Watt back in the game with 3 fouls. Let's keep an eye and see how he does early on. Mitchell Watt, long range jump shot. Foot may have been on the line. Nate Linhart brings it up. Carries on in the mid post. And look at Jenkins swiping at the ball, but he was too close there. Really clever play from Gabriel. Jenkins wanting to get up really tight on York so he can't get a look at a 3, but York is smart enough to get past him and get the foul. Robinson, young American, pulls up and he's fouled at the free throw line. And this is a big moment in the game because Mitchell Watt has committed that foul and he's ended up on the floor, and that's his 4th foul. This is a big moment and a really big mistake by Mitchell Watt. He's going to have to come out of the game because of the 4 fouls. It looks as though he's maybe hurt himself when he landed. Let's just check this out. He just couldn't stop himself. They do say don't foul the jump shooter. But Mitchell Watt knew as soon as he'd taken off, he was too close. And Robinson. Just a young player, was at Pittsburgh College and then played a year in Serbia at Egokia. and now having a season with medi Bayreuth. A really good young guard, and has come to the fore tonight. He's got 12 points, above his season average of 9.8 points per game, and great defence by medi Bayreuth, who are playing at how they did early during the first quarter, when they got themselves a very healthy 11-point lead. I think was the biggest lead they had. Linhart into the corner. Robinson closely guarded by Haynes. He goes past in baseline to the other corner. Shot clock running down. York through the legs, shoots. Oh my goodness! What a three-pointer from Gabe York. Up to 14 points, 3 of 6 from 3. Peric in deep, too deep for Wachowski to handle that. Be careful, Steve. You don't want a technical. Watch this. Backs Jenkins up. And that is unreal playmaking and scoring from Gabe York. But not for the first time this season in the Basketball Champions League. He is amazing the audiences around Europe. Wachowski onto 3 fouls. Baliga, Haynes, Peric. He needs to come up big with Watt in foul trouble. Baliga. Jenkins, great D, but good play from Baliga. And as the shot clock expired, Seaforth commits a foul. Nice job by Baliga. He's always around the ball, always active. And knocks down his free throw. There's his points and his free throw percentage, 2 of 3, 3 of 4. Nice job for Baliga. He's 70% on the season, so carrying on that good work. And he's going to have to play big minutes with Peric, with Watt on the bench with 4 fouls early in this game. Seaforth, nice job. Good ball movement, sharing the ball. And Wachowski just long on the 3. Not quite got his range yet. Jenkins nearly losing the ball. Outside to Peric. Recovers. Jenkins. Long. Had to put it up. Wachowski out to Robinson. Oh, pulls up nicely. But that was good defense. I think it was Haynes that came across. May have put Robinson off. Haynes going strong, but good defense. Great job by Haynes, and Peric couldn't finish. Linhart up the other end. Wachowski. No foul called. Unbelievable action. Great defense by Jenkins inside. And Baliga just drops it over the top. Great post up and strong pivot. Just out of control. I think that was a charge, unless Baliga's foot was in the charge circle. And another 3 has gone up and gone in. Gabe York up to 17 big points, 50% from the field. Peric thinks about a 3, handling the ball, going inside, can't make that. That's a tough move for the big Croatian. Robinson, Nate Linhart off the catch for 3. Time out. Venezia. This place is going bonkers. What a game, and medi Bayreuth on a charge. Time out, Venezia. Bayreuth 55% from the field, 53% from three. They just dropped off, but they've got hot again in the third. So they're going to run one down. Look at the bench scoring from Venezia, 24-10. But with Gabe York leading the way, ably assisted by Robinson. Linhart just hitting that huge three. Look at that. Just nice movement without the ball, coming from the low side. And York just knocking it down. And there's Linhart. Does so much for this team. Great assists last week against Estudiantes. Now getting his chance to shine offensively. 17 points for York. And the stats are all very impressive all over the court. So all of a sudden, Bayreuth up by 9. Nice play. Billiger back out. Johnson. And it's a travel. And it's all going Bayreuth's way at the moment. Is this the crucial push for the Bundesliga outfit? A wry smile by Dominic Johnson. He did go driving hard to the Bayreuth defence for the heart of it, and they collapsed and they stood firm, resulting in the travel. But it's great steal, Peric. Let's see what he can do. He can lay it up. Great steal and layup by Hokje Peric. 12 points. Linhart. That's off right. And rebound. This pace of this game is non-stop. Johnson. And let's see who that was. Paul Billiger again. He is so active. And just like that, quick 4 points from Venezia. And it's time out, Bayreuth. This game is swinging one way, then the other. As I said earlier, you can't take your eyes off it. Let's listen to the coaches. More insight. Great job by the camera crews and the sound crews courtside here at the Open Frankenhall. But great insight every week into these superb coaches. And of course, it's a bonus when they're speaking in English in their timeouts. Just Paul Billiger just doing what he does best, week in, week out. He's averaging 3.5 rebounds a game. 5.7 points. Well, he's above that tonight. Doing a great job for his team. 7 points. So we're back to a 5-point lead. Gabe York getting hung up in the air. Seaforth one-on-one. Nice job by Billiger. Just couldn't get the jump hook high enough. And Stefano Tonut back in the game for Venezia. And Seaforth came all the way out to the sideline. Not sure he needed to do that. But the teams are just playing absolutely full-on basketball. Hassan Marai back in. And De Nicolau is going to be coming in as well for Venezia. So a lot of rotation on the benches. So let's see what Venezia can get from this out of bounds. Inside, Johnson to Tonut. Goes left, Peric. Back to Tonut. They're playing tough on the outside. And the shot's up for three. It's just short from Johnson. Good rebound by Marai. Averages just over 6 rebounds a game. Hassan Marai, the big Egyptian. And that's a foot violation on Peric, stopping that pass going into the post. So James Robinson, sideline, out of bounds. Nate Linhart. Marai with the high screen. Linhart looking at his options, another screen. Just pulls up for the J. But Marai gets the rebound but misses the putback. Gets it again. Great hustle, both teams. And Johnson is fouled by Robinson. That's better by Johnson. Was in control that time, and it was 1-on-1. Johnson, smart foul. Marai just couldn't quite get it to go off the offensive rebound. But look at the energy from both teams. Quick outlet, and then it was 1-on-1 with the two number threes. And it was the one in red that came out on top in that exchange. So Johnson can cut the lead to 3 if he'd made the first free throw, and he's got to make the second to cut it to 4. We've got just over 4 minutes remaining. Johnson's only at half his season average at 10.3. Makes the second. So Damon Brooks to Robinson inside. Nate Linhart in the mid-post. Damon Brooks. Shot clock running down. Marai turns. Quick release on that jump hook. Maybe slightly quick. He was leaning away a touch. Anyway, Johnson, very active. Looking inside. Billiger against Marai. Kicks it back out. Ramos shoots. Misses. Rebound kept alive by James Robinson. And a long outlet. Great pass. And an attempted block by Bramos. But foul called. He doesn't agree with the call. But great heads up by James Robinson. Excellent outlet pass. Good defense at first. Bramos couldn't get a clean look. And watch this, kids. Overhead outlet, and that is definitely a foul. No prisoners taken by Bramos there. That's his third foul. Michael Bramos. So he's got to be a little bit careful. Won't want to pick up a fourth before at all, but certainly not before the end of the third. Damon Brooks, 4 points tonight. It's well below his average, 11.1, but it's whatever and however tonight for these teams as the drums sound loudly here in Bayreuth. Tough shot from Johnson. Too tough on this occasion. Linhart under pressure. Just get rid of he's gonna, oh my goodness. And he's still got it with help from Damon Brooks on the screen. Just thought for one moment he was doing too much. But Damon Brooks came and helped him on the screen. So there was a behind the back spin, and Damon Brooks just gave him that bit of breathing space. So just under 3 remaining in the third. 6-point lead for medi Bayreuth, the home team. Linhart can increase that with a 3, which is just a touch long. Toner with a rebound. Excellent game from him. And De Nicolau calling the shots, calling the play. Toner gets it high. Inside Biller, great hands from him. Outside to Nicolai for 3. Rims in and out. Rebound. Robin Amazing. Everybody contributing on both teams. Just excellent all-round basketball. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching it around the world. Linhart through the legs, right hand, left hand, dribble back through the legs. High screen, Marai. Layup is good for Nate Linhart. Off the screen, a hug from Damon Brooks. And frustration for Venezia. Watch this great screen. Billiger's not sure. Does he stay with Hassan Marai? Yes, he does, which opens the floor for Linhart, who's smart enough and good enough to finish with his right hand. And Linhart up to 12 points, well above his season average of 7.5. Misses his free throw. 72%, just over on the season. So 8-point lead for medi Bayreuth. 2 minutes remaining in the third. Sorella's in the game after some good work. Excuse me, that is nickel out. And Villiger misses underneath. Dorif back in the game. Straight to the bucket is Nate Linhart, this time with his left hand. And Bramos with the foul. That's excellent work by Linhart. And that is a big foul and a big moment because Bramos is on 4 fouls now, and I suggest I would think Coach Raphael, he will be coming out and Peric has to come in. Really good, quick decision by Nate Linhart. He was saying to Bramos, you're going to have to foul me to stop me because I'm going to the basket at pace. But Linhart misses his second free throw in a row. And he's being encouraged by this fantastic sellout crowd here at the Open Frankenhall. Not a seat available. Makes the second. Every shot, every free throw, every defensive play, ultra critical, and the drums of Bayreuth back in full sound. Tonut, Peric, De Nicolau for three is short. He had to put it up. Great job by Peric running the long rebound down. De Nicolau, still De Nicolau. He's thrown it away. Just no options underneath. And the noise here is deafening. Can hardly hear myself think. And this is a big moment. Marcus Haynes coming in. 1 minute 13 remaining in the third. He's got to sprinkle some magic dust on this court for Venezia. Bastian Dorif, captain, inside to Asenbarai. Misses close in. Tonut, Peric with the high screen. Billiger steps out. Tonut kicks, long three. It's good, right on the buzzer. By Andre De Nicolau. Excuse me, that was Sorello. That was Sorello for the three. And this time Asenbarai tips it. The offensive rebound is good. Just to confirm, Bruno Sorella with that huge three on the buzzer. Marai up to 4 points. Marcus Haynes. High screen by Billiger. Shots up. Haynes just short, but Peric tips it in. Right on the end of the third quarter. Right at the buzzer. Great play by Venezia. They will not lie down. medi Bayreuth are going to have to play some unbelievable basketball to win this. At the end of three, it's medi Bayreuth 69, Venezia 61. And there's the stats from the game so far. Bayreuth 50% and 48% from 2 and 3. Let's listen into coach. This is just unreal individual brilliance from Gabriel. He can catch and shoot, he can dribble, he will drive you crazy with between the legs, behind the back, step back. He's got all the tricks behind the three-point line. And it's infectious because Linhart's knocking them down too. Nice pass by by James Robinson there. He's got 8 assists and 12 points. He's close to a double-double. And Linhart there finishing with his right hand. Just showing that even though he's a lefty, he can finish with either hand. And Reyer Venezia has a double-double, 14 points and 11 rebounds. Fantastic play by him. And he has been very much part of a hugely entertaining Basketball Champions League matchup, and it continues. Venezia playing so tough. And it's that man again, Bruno Schirella, getting down on the floor, getting his knees dirty, and getting the ball back for Venezia. Marcus Haynes. Schirella, Haynes, he's got to get going. Kicks it back out. Toner, Peric. They're being patient. Under 5 seconds. Toner off the dribble. What a rebound by Peric. Offensive rebound putback. 6-point game. And a great game by the Croatian Peric. 16 points and 12 rebounds. Inside, Damon Brooks. Nate Linhart all the way across. Robin Amazi just short, gets his own rebound. But he's called for a travel. He's just saying he pivoted. Maybe we get another look at that. Good hustle initially. Let's check this out. Just see if we can get a look at the pivot foot. He did slide it. His forward momentum just took him. And Dominic Johnson just helping the ref to make his decision. 4-point lead, Bayreuth. Final quarter. Unless we need extra periods of overtime. Peric way out. Good drive, attacking the closeout. And Damon Brooks, adjudged to have fouled. And that's Brooks' full foul. Peric. Mitchell Watt back in the game, has had to sit a long time with 4 fouls. Watt. It's pulled up. And that's a really nice play by Mitchell Watt, who has sat for an extensive period. And he cuts the Bayreuth lead to 2 points. Inside. Hassan Murray nearly thrown away. Nice fake. Nice fake and drive, and Peric commits a foul. Second foul for, that will be for Reyer Peric. Sideline possession. York all the way over. Bastien Doreth drives all the way in. It's blocked. Great play by Toner. Toner going coast to coast and scores! Wonderful all-round play by Stefano Toner. First on the defense and then explosive acceleration all the way to the other end for the layup. What a block. Gets his own rebound and he is heads down and off to the races, and he jumps over the Bayreuth defense and lays it over the top. Tremendous Toner. 9 points, field goal, 4 out of 6 for the young Italian. He's short on the free throw. Maybe the exertions. He just had to gather himself there. But Coach De Raphael's got to be so He's going to be so happy and proud of his outfit so far to keep coming back after 9, 10, 11-point deficits. Hassan Marai, great balance and great play from the big Egyptian. Just 3 of 8 from 38%, but they're crucial baskets. Some crucial screens he's made. Johnson, great reverse layup from the left using his right. Tied again at 71. Oh, that is a heavy fall for Gabe York. And many Bayreuth fans and players and coaching staff will be holding their breath here. That was a heavy fall on his back by the medi Bayreuth star, but he's up quick. Check this out. Going between Toner and Mitchell Watt. Right on the base of his back, on his coccyx. Let's hope he's okay, because he is a star performer. 17 points, 3 assists tonight so far. Just under 7 remaining in the fourth. Johnson really being active. Peric, kick out. Marquis Haynes against Robinson. Peric, got to put it up. And good defense. Marai with the rebound. Robinson, York, catch, shoot. Is long. Marai goes for the rebound, gets a steal. And off the glass is Gabe York. Brilliant play by Hassan Marai. And Gabe York, composed, solid and excellent. Knocks down the 2 off the glass. Back to a 4-point lead. 19 points for Gabe York. Woo. And there's a whistle away from the ball. Coach Corner likes it. Let's see who it's against. And the noise and the clappers, they're clapping so hard, so loud, trying to cheer their home team onto a huge victory. That was a foul on Johnson, away from the ball. James Robinson gets the ball. It's a Seaforth, he's back in the game. Linhart leans in and scores. Great one-on-one play from Nate Linhart. He's having a superb game yet again for medi Bayreuth. Up to 15 points with an efficient 56% field goals. Paul Billiger. Johnson, he's going to try his hand from deep. He's just off. Gabe York with a big rebound. He had 9 rebounds against the Studiantes last week. He can do it all, the young American. And a 1-foot step back, just spins out. Peric with another rebound. He's already got a double-double. Johnson, screen by Billiger. Where's the option now? Here comes Peric. Inside Billiger, one-on-one. And that's good play there. Really good play. They got Billiger on the switch. So he had the smaller player on him in the post. Chirella waiting to come in. And it's a timeout called here in the Oben Franken Hall. It's a 6-point lead for medi Bayreuth. Just looking at the foul trouble there, just as important as the points leaders, and Gabe York again is back to leading this team with 19 points. Gabe York, the player, played at high level at college, Arizona Wildcats. And then played in the Summer League for the Charlotte Hornets. And was in the D-League, and then came from the D-League straight to medi Bayreuth. So he's young, he's hungry, and he's been excellent for this team. They're doing so well in the Bundesliga. They had their best finish last season at 4th place to get in the Champions League. This year they're in 3rd, so potentially can finish even higher. And Paul Billiger calmly, in this cauldron of noise, knocks down the free throws, and it's a 4-point lead. 5 minutes remaining in the 4th. Hope you're enjoying Basketball Champions League action. Game day 13, Group C. The only game in Group C being played today in the tightest of all the Basketball Champions League groups. Robinson pulls up, knocks it down yet again over Torella. So calm, so cool, so collected, and Robinson up to 14 points. 71% from the field. Extraordinary numbers. Billiger inside, outside, Torella kicks. Marquis Haynes right at the buzzer. That he needs something to go. Haynes is only on 10 points. They need more from their American playmaker. Underneath, Seaforth! Great screen and roll. Dive to the basket, catch, finish. No dribble, no trouble, no problem. 8-point lead, Bayreuth. Is this the final push? You just can't say in this game. They've been so evenly matched. What a move! Unbelievable. Stefano Toda, he threw it up. I don't think he was even looking at the basket when he threw it up. Brilliant play by the young Italian. Gabe York from miles out yet again, but just can't get it to fall. Haynes deciding he's going to go strong, and Linhart didn't want him getting to the hoop. What action and what pace it's being played at. Let's look at York, unselfish, and that's a nice dunk. Just simple basketball. No one helped, and the space was underneath, so that's where Seaforth dived to, and he just caught, and just a layup dunk. Nice job by Bayreuth, just to keep Venezia at bay. Bramos back in the game, 4 fouls, all the way to the bucket. Just came in the game. He must be slightly frustrated getting in this foul trouble, but he's just going to go for broke now. Just over 3 minutes remaining. And he's back at the line. It's Seafield's 3rd foul. It's his first visit to the line today. And he's none for 1. He needs to make this. Every free throw crucial. Deep breath, and he's short. Maybe that time on the bench has not helped him. And he's missed both. Gabe York just running some time off the clock. York, Seaforth inside, off the glass, and a scoop. Left-handed move is good. Up and around Billiger. And it's an 8-point lead. And Seaforth having an excellent game. Haynes, guarded by Robinson. And the 3 is good. That's Bramos. No hesitation. Ice cold veins running through that man's body. 5 points for Bramos, and it's a 5-point lead for Bayreuth. Robinson, don't go anywhere, folks. This is going all the way to the wire. Seaforth, Linhart for 3 is short. Ball's loose, and Wachowski in the game. Bodies flying everywhere. Let's just check this out. Yeah, it was off Wachowski, I think. Of course, he wants it to go the other way. And the ref right on the spot. Great, it's great having 3 officials. It really helps. So the refs are always close to the play. Well, one of the refs is, but it's a turnover. Here comes York behind the back, waiting for reinforcements. And his running mate Robinson right with him. They've got a very young backcourt. And let's hope they stay together here at medi Bayreuth for medi Bayreuth's sake. Robinson, Linhart, Robinson, York, long, but they get it back. Brilliant tip back. Not sure if it was Seafield or Wachowski. They get another chance. The clock's running down, 1:20 remaining. Linhart inside, Seafield, and Bramos will be fouled out. Bramos trying to get the knock away from behind, but he sat for a long time on 4 fouls. He missed the 2 free throws, made the 3, and now he's fouled out. He's been a big piece of the Venezia puzzle this season, averaging 9.1 points per game, 4.9 rebounds and 2.1 assists. But tonight, he's only got 5 points and 5 fouls. Seaforth, such a long time to go, and it's only a 5-point lead. He can make it a 2-possession game with this free throw, which will be massive for Bayreuth. And he does. The German lefty and the drums, they beat the rhythm of the Knights here in Bayreuth. Fantastic game of basketball and great atmosphere to match the game. Here comes Bayreuth and here comes Gabe York. What a move, what a player. And Gabe York will go to the line for a bonus shot. Haynes misses again. Seaforth to Linhart to York, and he is in control. He's moving at speed, but his mind is moving smoothly, thinking, I'm mid-air, what shall I do? I'm going to do that, and it comes off. Well done, Gabe York. 21 points, 8 of 18. And he calmly knocks down the 3. And is that the moment? Because it's a 3-possession game now. But it's a 3 by Venezia, just short. And the crowd are going crazy. And York goes up for a left-handed dunk. What a block from Billiger. Great action to the end. But he's so quick, he's so smart. He gets his own rebound and pops it back in. Johnson fouled by Linhart. Good sportsmanship by Linhart as he came across. And Johnson making sure the spectators are okay as well. That's a good hard foul by Linhart. Bayreuth are in the penalty. But there's only 24 seconds remaining of this pulsating contest. I'm running out of superlatives to describe the action here tonight. It's a massive factor that Bayreuth have scored over 80 points. They hadn't reached 80 points in their last 3 Basketball Champions League games, but they got 89 tonight. But they won't be happy with giving up that offensive foul to Andre De Nicolau. Coach Dorner knows it's not over yet. He's nearly there. The finishing line is touching distance. They can go to 8 and 5 with a win. But it ain't over until it's over, especially in this game, and especially between these two teams. So well coached, so well drilled. Here comes the pressure. Got 5 seconds to get it in, 8 seconds to get it over the halfway, which they do, and it's Gabe York, their main man. And that's their other main man tonight. And they're going to run it down. They nearly get a steal. York kicks it cross-court to Wachowski. And as time expires, and Wachowski puts up a three, and Peric nearly gets the full-court shot. medi Bayreuth are victorious on their home court. What a fantastic game of Basketball Champions League. The drum sound. Coach Corner shakes the hand of Peric, and Coach Raphael, that's a great moment between him and Gabe York. So, Venezia will go to 7-6, and medi Bayreuth will go to 8-5, but it's still all to play for the Game Day 14 next week, the last week of the regular season. 6 teams will be vying for 4 places. Nice moments. The final score here is medi Bayreuth 89, Umana Reyer Venezia 81. And medi Bayreuth will enjoy this moment with their fans. And those 2 players, Robinson and York, 2 young Americans in their first seasons here, have done brilliantly, and they worked well in tandem tonight. Final score, medi Bayreuth 89, Umana Reyer Venezia 81. It's just been a great presentation by Bayreuth all season long. The master of ceremonies, and here they can share this moment with the crowd, their last home game of the regular season in the Basketball Champions League. They hope it's not their last, because they want to be getting into the last 16 and having a home playoff game for these great fans to watch. Next week, medi Bayreuth will travel to Ike, and Venezia will be at home against the Estudiantes. And there is that moment between 2 gentlemen, a real top-class coach and an excellent player in Gabe York, and Coach Corner just having a nice moment. And all the hard work, all the pressure that builds and builds in the Bundesliga and the Basketball Champions League and Serie A for Venezia, it's all coming to fruition now. Medi Bayreuth had the upper hand tonight. As we look at the game stats, and 2-point range, medi Bayreuth 57%, 3 points 37, free throws 76% as a team. That's pretty good. 5 more rebounds than Venezia Bayreuth, 6 more assists, that's big. 5 steals for Venezia, well done to them for that. Just great defense, a lot of diving on the floor. 10 turnovers and 9 for the 2 teams. And just the 2 blocks for Venezia, one of those being that huge one from Toner, who went down the other end and scored the layup. And there's York again, top of the points, Seaforth rebounds, Robinson assists, and Peric's top scoring for Venezia. Haynes with 4 fouls and only 10 points tonight. And there's the top scorers, York, Linhart and Seaforth for Bayreuth, Peric's, Toner and Billiger for Venezia. So we will leave you with highlights of what's been an amazing game. Both teams are still in the hunt for top 4, but they will both need to win next week to make absolutely sure I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the Basketball Champions League. We'll see you again next week for the final round of games in the 2017-2018 Basketball Champions League regular season. So long for now. Goodbye.